guys, grab your popcorn because I am going to tell you about my top 7 fashion-related movies. I recently did a video on my top 5 fashion-related books, so today I want to talk about my favorite fashion-related movies. So how many of you, let's see a show of hands, have seen a movie so many times because of the fashion? I'm one of those people. I've watched movies like The Devil Wears Prada and the Sex and the City movie and Sex and the City reruns, etc. The costumes in those movies and shows are so pretty, and I just love watching them over and over again. So here are my top 7 fashion-related movies. There are plenty of others, but these are the top 7 for me. The first one, of course, is The Devil Wears Prada. For those of you who have not seen The Devil Wears Prada or read the book, most of you have, but for those who haven't, it's about a young woman who graduates from college in the Midwest and moves to New York to become a journalist. She ends up being the assistant to a very demanding editor-in-chief of a major fashion magazine, and it is all about that experience. Anne Hathaway, Meryl Streep, and Emily Blunt are in it, and it is just a really great movie. It's a great story, great writing, great acting, and the costumes are amazing. Patricia Field was the costume designer for this movie. Oh my gosh, the clothes are just gorgeous. Especially Andy's clothes, Anne Hathaway's character. I think my favorite outfit of hers was the first one that she wore when she first got the makeover, and Giselle asked her if she was wearing the new Chanel boots, and she said yes. That outfit. I love that outfit. But you know, I also love the outfit that she wore when Miranda asked her to go to Paris instead of Emily. That was a really cute outfit too. It was Chanel, I believe. And I also, let's see what else. Oh, I love the was it Valentino? I love the gown she wore to that gala. All the clothes she wore were so pretty. She has some pretty coats in that movie. Just amazing costumes. So Devil Wears Prada is #1 on my list. The next movie on my list of favorite fashion-related movies is My Fair Lady. This movie came out in 1964. Before I was born, and I have been a fan of this movie ever since I was a little girl, mainly because of the costumes. My Fair Lady is about a snobbish phonetics professor, Henry Higgins, who agrees to a wager that he can turn a simple flower girl into a lady and make her accepted in high society. Rex Harrison plays Henry Higgins, and Audrey Hepburn plays Eliza Doolittle, the flower girl who becomes Henry Higgins' student. The costumes in this movie are absolutely gorgeous. The costume designers in this movie are Cecil Beaton and Michael Neuwirth, and oh my gosh, almost everything she wears when she becomes Henry Higgins' student is absolutely gorgeous. I love her ascot gown. I love the gown that she wears to the big ball. She's got this beautiful peach outfit that she wears in one scene. I mean, every scene she is wearing something absolutely gorgeous. And I mean, I pretty much like anything Audrey Hepburn was in, and she's just a fashion icon. There's also Sabrina, there's also Breakfast at Tiffany's, but my favorite movie of hers is My Fair Lady. It's a really entertaining movie. It is a musical, but the story is a lot of fun. The costumes are absolutely beautiful, and it's just a really great movie. Along the lines of My Fair Lady, the next movie on my list of favorite fashion-related movies is Pretty Woman. Now, Pretty Woman stars Richard Gere and Julia Roberts. So here is IMDb's description of this movie. A man in a legal but hurtful business needs an escort for some social events and hires a beautiful prostitute he meets, only to fall in love. Okay, so there's a lot wrong with this movie, but I love it anyway. I'm sure you love it too. I just see the fun in this movie. I like the actors. The story is sunny and fun, whatever. I love the movie, and I love the costumes in this movie. So when she goes shopping, that just looks like so much fun. She goes shopping on Rodeo Drive, not the first time she goes shopping on Rodeo Drive, but after that. It's really a lot of fun. Her clothes are so pretty. This movie came out in 1990, so it was probably filmed in 1989, and so the clothes are from, you know, more the late 80s, but they're still so pretty and very classic and elegant. I love the brown dress with the polka dots. I love that dress. I think that's my favorite dress of hers. But I also love the Gucci dress that she wore to that first dinner. and the red gown that she wore to the opera. I mean, she wore some really beautiful clothes in this movie. The costume designer for this movie was Marilyn Vance, and I think she did a fantastic job dressing Julia Roberts for this movie. The next movie on my list of favorite fashion-related movies is the Sex and the City movie. I'm talking about the first movie that came out in 2008, but you could easily replace that with the second movie or even the whole series of HBO television shows. But let's just talk about the first movies. The movie stars all of the actors that were in the Sex and the City series: Sarah Jessica Parker, Kim Cattrall, Cynthia Nixon, Kristen Davis. The movie opens with Carrie about to marry big. There's a trip to Mexico involved. When they get back, Carrie hires an assistant, Jennifer Hudson, and it is just one elongated Sex and the City episode, and I just loved it. And one of the biggest things that I loved about Sex and the City was the costumes. Once again, Patricia Field styled this show and this movie and both of the movies, and she is just amazing. I want Patricia Fields to come and style my wardrobe. How cool would that be? Wouldn't you love that? All of the girls in the show wore clothes that fit their personality and what they did for a living. They all have their own style. The show and the movie got a little racy for my taste sometimes, but I watched it for the stories, for the depiction of friendship, and for the clothes. It was such a pretty show and such a pretty movie to watch, and so that is why it's on my list. And I think my favorite costume designer is Patricia Field. My next favorite fashion-related movie is Clueless. Clueless came out in 1995, and it stars Alicia Silverstone, Stacey Dash, Brittany Murphy, and Paul Rudd. Clueless is actually a modern-day version of Jane Austen's Emma. So if you ever, I don't know if you've ever watched those two movies back to back, but do it. It is so much fun. First watch Emma, and then watch Clueless. It is so much fun. So watch it on a day when you have some time, or maybe like one night watch Emma and then the next night watch Clueless. You will totally see how they are similar. I love the clothes that Alicia Silverstone wears in Clueless. The costume designer for that movie is Mona May. Now, for one thing, at the beginning of the movie, Cher, Alicia Silverstone's character, has that computer software that helps her pick out what to wear. I would love a software program like that. Now, I know that they have some similar things where you can style your wardrobe, but the thing is, it's a lot of work. You have to take photographs of everything, but I would just love something like that to help me pick out what to wear and put outfits together for me. I just think that would be super cool. Another fashion-oriented part of that story was when Alicia Silverstone's character took on Brittany Murphy's character as a project. She wanted to give her a makeover. So that was a really fun part of the movie too. So love Clueless, love the story. I love how it's a modern day Emma, love the cast, and it was also a really pretty movie to watch because of the clothes. The next movie on my list is Confessions of a Shopaholic, another Patricia Field styled movie. She's the costume designer for that movie as well, and Confessions of a Shopaholic is based on a book by Sophie Kinsella of the same title. This movie stars Isla Fisher, Hugh Dancy, and Kristen Ritter. Isla Fisher is the shopaholic, and it's such a fun movie. It's about a shopaholic whose dream it is to work for a fashion magazine, but she ends up working for a financial magazine instead. So she gets herself into a pickle with her shopping addiction, and she also falls in love with her boss. So this movie, I don't love every outfit Isla Fisher wears. In this movie, her outfits are a lot more costumey, and there's a reason for that, and I think Isla Fisher looks great in the clothes, but they're just not my style. But I still love this movie. I still love how Patricia Field styled it. And I love the story. I think it's just a really fun story, and it's a very fashion-oriented story. She wants to work for a fashion magazine. She can't stop herself from shopping. And while most of us have not gotten into the extreme circumstances that she has gotten herself into or exhibited the extreme behaviors that she has, we can all relate on some level to the movie and to the character. In any case, it's just a fun movie. It's a pretty movie, very colorful, and it's a really fun story too. And the last movie on my list of favorite fashion-oriented movies is The Women, the 2008 version, not the 1939 version. I'm sure that's a good one too, but I like the 2008 version. The movie has an all-female ensemble cast. It stars Meg Ryan, Annette Bening, Eva Mendes, Jada Pinkett Smith, Deborah Messing, Candice Bergen, Debbie Mazar, Carrie Fisher, Cloris Leachman. It is just an amazing cast. So this movie is about four best friends who discover that the husband of one of the ladies is cheating on her, and this is about the aftermath of that. The movie has a lot of comedy in it, and there are some serious moments as well, but there's a lot of comedy, it's a lot of fun. There is the jungle red nail polish that's very significant in the movie that I absolutely love. And one of the best lines ever in this movie is, "Nobody hates Saks." And you've got to watch the movie to see the context. It's hilarious. So that's a lot of fun too. The clothes in this movie are absolutely beautiful. The costume designer for this movie is John A. Dunn, and I just love the costumes. I especially love the clothes that Meg Ryan wears towards the end of the movie. As her character evolves, her clothes evolve too. There's this coat that she has that I absolutely love. Every time I watch that movie, I'm like, where can I get that coat? I mean, the movie's from 2008, so that coat's not in anymore anyway, but it's such a beautiful coat. I'm like, where can I get that? And I can't, but it's really pretty anyway. I also love the clothes Annette Bening wears in this movie too. She actually works for a magazine, and so she's really fashionable. But everybody has their own style in this movie as well, and it's just a really fun, entertaining movie with a really great cast. So those are my favorite fashion-related movies. Let me know in the comment section what your favorite fashion-related movie is. Be sure and subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!